Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. And today is Friday Fright Night. This is a segment created by the HorrorFreak 85, where we watch a horror movie based on a certain theme. This week, we had the choice of two themes. So, this week I picked What Sharp Teeth You Have. Now, this could be a werewolf movie, a creature movie, an animal movie, pretty much anything that fits the bill. Now, this week I picked Grizzly. Grizzly is a 1976 film which runs approximately 91 minutes and is directed by William Girdler. Unfortunately, he passed away on January 21st, 1978, at the age of 30. Very sad. He did The Manitou, Day of the Animals, a kind of like a blaxploitation exorcist called Abby, which I actually happen to be quite fond of, and 3 on a Meat Hook. This stars one of my favorites, Christopher George, as Michael Kelly. He passed away on November 28th, 1983, at the age of 52. He was in Mortuary with the late great Bill Paxton, Pieces, Graduation Day, and City of the Living Dead. But believe it or not, my favorite part of his was in the film Enter the Ninja as Mr. Venarius with Franco Nero. He was just so over the top, and he had one of the funniest deaths I've ever seen in a film. Now, this also stars Andrew Prine as Dan Stober. He was in The Lords of Salem, Amityville 2: The Possession, The Town That Dreaded Sundown, the original, and The Evil. And finally, Richard Jekyll as Arthur Scott, who also unfortunately passed away on June the 14th of 1997 at the age of 70. He was in Starman, Bloodsong, and The Dark. Bloodsong is actually kind of an interesting slasher. It's not great, but definitely different, yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen that one. Now, Grizzly was made for $750,000. It was the most successful independent film, making $39 million in 1976. The entire crew, cast, and extras, and bystanders, and also looker-ons were forbidden to go anywhere near the bear. There were actually 2 used. The original poster art was done by comic book artist Neil Adams, which I do believe this is the original poster art right here. And finally, another independent movie called Claws, also about Killer Bear, was released in 1978 in Canada and Mexico under the name Grizzly 2 to capitalize on its success. Now, if you can see down here, it says Jaws with Claws. To me, I mean, I get it. I get it. I think it's selling the movie short. This was actually made about 11 months after Jaws, so I don't really consider it a copy. I mean, I understand that it deals with the same type of theme, but I don't really consider it a copy. This was probably worked on around the same time that Jaws was being made. So it's just maybe a Johnny-come-lately, I guess. This is a fantastic movie, and the premise is ultra simple. In a national park, a bear is basically dispatching campers and victims. That's basically your movie right there. Anything else I tell you will be spoiling plot points in the film. So, it's just a very simple film, much like Jaws, that really, really works. This film is actually rated PG, like Jaws, and is, to me, incredibly shocking, bloody, and gory for its time. I was actually quite surprised that this was rated PG when I was looking at it the other night. I mean, I have seen this before. I actually saw this when I was really, really young on network television. And they cut out a lot of the blood and gore. But I've seen it, I don't know, 10, 15 times since that original time on network television. And it is a fantastic animal run amok movie. It's just a lot of fun. Now, this is the Shriek Show, the 2-disc edition, which I love this edition of the film. I know that Code Red has put out a Blu-ray of this, and there's another company that did that as well. I'm not sure if it's 88 Films. I can't really remember who else did it, but I'm pretty sure there was another company that did it. And I thought of upgrading to Blu-ray, but I actually really love this edition of the film. For me, it's fine. Who knows, maybe if I find it in a while for cheap enough, I'll do it. But I'll probably keep this edition as well, because there's a lot of really neat things on here. This has a couple documentaries. Of course, the trailer. And it's just, I don't know. I love the packaging for this, yeah. And I'm a fan of Shriek Show. Most people who know me know that. But this is definitely one to seek out if you're interested in killer animal movies, like Jaws. I hate to compare it to it, but it is very similar to Jaws, Piranha, Barracuda, movies like that. So have you seen Grizzly? This is definitely a high recommendation. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.